All the people are like trying to help, right? And if you look really closely in her eyes, it says lost and fear, and those two things are kind of like, and as well as anxiety obviously, is blinding her from seeing that people are actually trying to help.
Alright. Anxiety by Jalen Bowie, Daniela Cervantes, and Janina Scarlet. What is anxiety? Anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. It is the feeling of fear or apprehension about the future. Although most people feel anxious from time to time, anxiety can actually interfere with daily challenges in life when it's on a greater scale.
And when that symptom becomes overwhelming and has similar effects, such as racing heartbeat, trembling, intrusive thoughts, and just intrusion and disruption of everyday activities, that's when it can become an anxiety disorder. And I started thinking about how fast time is going and how before I know it, I will maybe lose my family members to old age, or I will get some weird or like life-threatening disease.
For this post, we kind of want to spread awareness of like anxiety in general, and I suffer from anxiety. I'm diagnosed with it, and like it's so hard. It's like an everyday struggle, and a lot of people think they're alone. And since we don't really talk about it as much as we should, and people think anxiety is just being worried, it's a lot more than that, where you can be stuck in your own head, and you kind of don't really like think about, I mean, you're kind of like stuck in your own head and you really do think you're alone. And that's kind of what we represented in this picture, because there's like people reaching out and she's not realizing. And we kind of just want to like bring awareness and show that you're not alone, and so many people actually do struggle with this but don't realize it. And it's an everyday struggle. Of course, people have like different like how bad it is.
London grew up with art. I think it might be what helped her understand that it's the moments that matter. And that's something that our families need to understand. If you can just get the kids through different moments to understand that this will pass, that anxiety and fear can be mitigated by reaching out to family and friends.
I think mental health is very important and definitely not something to be looked over, especially right now because there's so many like things going on in the world that kind of sucks. And I think if you're struggling with your mental health, you always need to remember that there is at least 2 people who love and care about you, and you definitely should talk about your feelings, because it's not good to bottle them up. And if you can't talk to them about with someone, then you might want to write it down in a journal or just on a piece of paper. And sometimes what I like to do is just like to burn it after. So you can also do that if you want.